Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Marissa from The Budgeting Wife, and today I'm excited to share with you guys our February 2018 budget report. Now, February was a great month income-wise. We had some extra income come in, which was awesome, but we did make a terrible budget mistake, and I will be sharing that with you guys in this video, so don't forget to stay tuned, and also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel for more budgeting and personal finance videos. Okay, so we'll get into the budget here. So we operate off of a zero-based budget, meaning that our total income equals our total expenses. And this is how we budget for it at the beginning of the month, and then also how we operate our actual budget. So in this green section, I have our income, and I've blocked out our individual income, but you can see that we had blog income come in. And if you didn't know, I write a blog at thebudgetingwife.com. I will go ahead and leave a link to my blog in the description box below. But I love writing my blog and have recently started to learn that I can actually make money off my blog, which is awesome to make money doing something that you love. So if you're interested in making money blogging or want to know how you can even start your own blog, I'll go ahead and leave a couple posts below for you to get more information. I highly suggest it if you're at all interested because it's so fun to be able to make money doing something that you enjoy. But for this month, I made $226.40 off my blog, which is great to just have a little bit of extra income. So bringing our total income to $48.25.43, and that was then 100% of our income. So now moving into the regular cost section of our budget, we have our tithe, which is a regular expense that we give, and as Christians, we want to make sure that we're giving to the local church and to other organizations. So we have our tithes to the church here blocked out, and then we also give to African New Life, which is a missions organization that supports children in Rwanda. And so we get to sponsor a couple kids, and so we love being able to do that and give in that way. The next item that I have is rent, and our rent is, I budgeted $1,300 and we ended up paying $1,300 because we can expect that every month, which ended up being about 26.9% of our budget. And I will mention what we are taking home here is after tax and after all medical deductions, and also we are contributing some to retirement. So this is our really big net amount after all of those deductions. So our utilities, we were told that we'd be charged $74.78. This fluctuates each month, but we find out about it the month before. So in January, we found out it was going to be $74.78, so we paid $74.78. Electric, we thought it would be around $58, so it was $58.85, so pretty close. Internet is standard $29.99. We paid $29.99. Phones, my husband is right now paying his parents for his phone, which is $55. I've worked out a deal with my parents. I ended up trading in a phone a few months ago, and so they have a credit on their cell phone plan, so I don't start paying my phone again until next month. So this is just my husband's phone. And then car insurance was $118.86, and this is for both of our cars. And that's also what we spent. So now more of the variable regular costs that we're getting into. Groceries, we budgeted $200 and we actually spent $181.98. So we're under, which is awesome. I think that a lot of this had to do with it also being a shortened month and the way that the weekends fell. We do all of our grocery shopping on weekends, and so hey, I guess I can't complain about being under this month. The next item that we have is restaurants. We budgeted $50 and we ended up spending $52.87. We went to a few places this month. I know we went to Red Robin once, and then just kind of a couple like little things here and there that we went out with friends for milkshakes and those little things. So those added up to $52.87 for the month. Next, we have gas, and I had budgeted $150 this month for gas, and we spent $129.48. So again, love being under, but I think a lot of that has to do with a shortened month of February. And then we have our miscellaneous category, which is something I feel like we always go over on, but we had 150 budgeted for miscellaneous this month. We ended up spending $254.60. Yikes. But a lot of this, I think we spent about $130 this month at Nike. And we live in Portland, Oregon. And so when you live in Portland, you're bound to know at least someone who works at Nike. And so they had a sale going on, which we were able to take advantage of. And so we bought some new things. Jacob needed a new backpack for work, so we got that. He also needed a new pair of shoes. So all things that we knew that we needed, but it just kind of came due all at the same time of the month. Okay, so now we move into the portion that was the budget buster, which we were not at all prepared for. We did our taxes this month, and with that, we found out that we owed $1,051.98. Oh, that was so bad, you guys. And this is the net. We actually owed some more in federal, and we got a little bit of a refund in state. But it was rough once I finished all of our taxes on TurboTax and saw that we owed this much. And how we were withholding our paychecks this last year was the same as what we did the year before with our deductions. But the thing that I think got us was the student loan interest deduction. So you can deduct up to $2,500 of student loan interest. And for the first couple years that we were paying off our debt so aggressively, we maxed out that deduction because we were paying more than that. And in 2017, we actually paid off our loans in October of 2017, which I can link that video up above. But we paid it off in October, and so therefore we paid a lot less in interest over the year. We only paid about $1,200 in interest. So we didn't get to take that full deduction. Mind you, I will say I'm so thankful that we don't have student loans and that we're not paying any more in interest right now. So I am much happier doing that. But this just really was a wake-up call, and so the day after we found out that we owed this much in taxes, we went to our employer and changed our W-4 withholding. So if this is the case with you, I also suggest as soon as possible go change your withholding so that you don't owe at the end of the year, because that is not fun. Okay, so we obviously weren't budgeting for that, and that was a big expense, so unfortunate circumstances, but now we'll move into the sinking funds section of the budget. Right now, Jacob and I are working on baby step 3, if you're familiar with Dave Ramsey's plan, which is putting 3 to 6 months of expenses into an emergency fund. So I was planning this month on putting over $1,300 to the emergency fund, but since we had that mishap with the taxes, I had to only put $237.64, which was a huge bummer because it's just not fun to pay more in taxes and less in savings. So our total balance right now for our emergency fund is $57.76. I'm wanting this to look closer to about $12,000. So in a few more months, I think we'll be ready to go on that and be done with that baby step. But we're just putting every extra dollar that we can for there right now. So even though it's only $237, I'm still thankful that we were able to put something into our emergency fund this month. So next, we move into our kind of fun sinking funds that we're saving for, and we don't have a ton right now. I'm hoping that once we are done with our emergency fund that we'll be able to do more, but here are the 4 that we have for right now. Jacob's miscellaneous budget. So this is his personal spending money, and we each allow ourselves $75 of personal spending money, and we can choose what we want to do with that, whether that's save it for the month or spend it. It's ours to decide, so I just keep it in a sinking fund. So Jacob got added $75 for the month, and he ended up spending $69.96. So right now he has $142.69 in his account. Next, I budgeted to have $75 in my account, but we ended up putting $301.40 into my account, and that is due to the extra blog income that I brought in. I did have a few blogging expenses, which I paid for out of my own fund when they occurred, because it was something that was a hobby and something I enjoyed. So I'm replenishing my personal fund to recoup those few expenses that I had to start my blog. So I added the $301.40. I spent a whole $5 this month, and so I ended up with $290.82. So what I spent money on this month that you can see here in this pink section, I bought a Groupon for Starbucks. They had a Groupon going on for $5 for $10 of Starbucks. And now that I'm debt free, I go to Starbucks once a week. So that is my guilty pleasure that I'm now enjoying now that we are debt free. So thought I'd take advantage of the sale. And so I paid for a whole $5 this month. Okay, extra giving. Now, this is something that we love having in our budget. When we were paying off our debt, we had to say no to a lot of things, but we wanted to be able to say yes to giving when the opportunity came up. So we put $50 a month into an extra giving fund. So planned for 50, we put in 50. We ended up spending $69.47, and so right now we have a balance of $25.18. So what we spent this month on extra giving, we have a small group at church, and we packed boxes that foster kids take with them when they go into their new foster home. So it's just like a box of fun things and also essential like hygiene things for kids. So it was really fun to be able to buy the supplies for that and pack them all together as our small group. And lastly, in our sinking fund is our vacation fund, which is a lot of fun. We budget $375 for vacation. That's how much I put in. And so right now we have $743.50. And we are going on vacation in just 2 months. We are going to be going to Hawaii in May, and I'm so excited about that trip. So I knew once we booked it how much it was going to cost, and so I've been spreading out the cost over the months until we go on the trip. So it ended up being $375 a month. So $743.50 is what is right now in the account. So we're looking forward to our trip very soon. So with that, that just concludes our budget and how February went for us. The highs of blogging income and the lows of owed taxes. And so with that, I will go ahead and end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.